Welcome to CloudGuard installation video tutorial. CloudGuard is an open source project that protects user files from cloud storage service providers. This project is developed by Jack Xu, Matt Xu, and Jeff Zhao at University of Washington, and it is protected under GNU General Public License version 3.0. In this video, we'll be going over how to install CloudGuard, how to boot your own server, and how to run the client-side desktop application. One thing to note is that this project can only be used on Unix-like systems, such as Linux and Mac OS. In the first step, we'll create a new EC2 server on AWS. Make sure you select the Ubuntu server. Add a new rule that allows all traffic. If you do not have an existing key pair, you will need to generate a new one. And download the key pair. Now our server has finished initialization. Let's copy the server address and go to the terminal. cd into the directory that you have the key. Make sure the key has the correct permission. Now log in to our server. In the second step, we'll clone the open source repo from GitHub. Before we do that, we need to generate a new SSH key and add it to our GitHub account. Copy the public key. Now go back to GitHub. And add a key. Now let's clone the open source repo. And make sure we have the repo ready. To deploy the server, we can simply just run the deploy script. Enter a MySQL password that you intend to use. Now create a password for the SSL server key store. Now we need to copy the URL of the server. Let's go back to AWS. Now the project is building. Copy this URL, which you can use to download the desktop application. And open the URL to download it. Now you need to enter the MySQL password you created. And also the SSL key store password. Now the server is ready. Let's open up a new terminal and unzip the client desktop application. and open the CloudGuard desktop application. To use the client-side desktop application, simply just double-click Client Linux and select Open. At first, we need to create new users. At first, users should register and log in to use our service. Let's register 3 new users. Then we will log in as user 1. Now let's choose a file to encrypt. You should select the input file which will be encrypted. You should then select the output folder where encrypted file will be saved. Now click Encrypted. Now you can decide whether or not to share this file with others. If so, you need to provide their CloudGuard usernames separated by comma. We will share this file with user 2. Now the encryption is done. Now let's decrypt the encrypted file and see if it works. Same steps, select the input file. Select the output folder. Click Decrypted. Now it's done. Let's see what we have in the folder. The decryption was successful. One thing to note here is that encryption and decryption will fail if there exists a file with the same name. Therefore, we need to delete the picture before we move on. Now let's switch to user 2 to see if he can decrypt the file. Now we have logged in as user 2. Select input file. Select output folder. Click Decrypted. And it worked. Let's open the folder to see what we have. The decryption was successful. Finally, let's switch to user 3 to see who should not be able to decrypt the file. Select the input file. Select output folder. Click Decrypt it. Error message here, so the decryption failed. This is basically how you can use our project. You can upload your encrypted file to any cloud storage of your choice and download and decrypt it from any device you trust. Thank you so much for watching this video.